different lines representing different types of production. Each of the lines has an overseer. In the middle is Simone, here is Sita, or here is Atelier. Each of you have to play the game to different rules, but essentially the outcome and what represents winning would be to reach the production target of 30 units of the thing that we're trying to produce. The thing that we're trying to produce is origami swines. And we're going to, I haven't run this before, so it might not work, right? But the hope is that it's going to illustrate the kind of difference in efficiency between these different systems.
It was complicated for me to do that whole thing. So yeah, I find it hard to do it. So Jonathan was there to assist me many times. Yeah.
Look, I think we needed a prototype. We needed to see what one looked like, because then it made it easier. What I propose we do, we leave this here, and we use that as our prototype, so we don't have to fumble again. And we were also able to give each other feedback. So when one thing was rejected because it didn't have wings, and it wasn't clear from the diagram that it was supposed to have wings, we could share that information so there were no further rejects on the grounds of... And then when the neck was not at the right tilt, we could give feedback, and then we made sure that our latest ones had the right tilt. And there was a good vibe.
I think what stopped the line and what stopped the production is that when you're busy helping out your partner, what you are doing stops. You know, your production stops because you're busy helping someone else, and that kind of slows down production.
As much as it slows down production, also it prevents the final product of being rejected in the front.
I don't know what happened in section 4 because it's either he was unskilled or not. We were not allowed from section 1 to go and assist them after we finished. That was unfair on our part.
It's a disaster. All of Bonnie's models were rejected. It's a disaster, man. We were on the last station, and our reflections was that we didn't know how to. So I think there's an important lesson. We didn't know how to make the swan from scratch. We only, after some time, mastered how to make like our part. So I think there's an important lesson about how everything is just cut down into. So the worker only knows like that part of the job that they're responsible for. So there's an element, I think, of de-skilling in that process.
I mean, if I had to just fold that one thing the whole day, I'd be bored out of my mind. It required no thinking from me whatsoever.
I easily noticed the difference in how long it took to get products from each phase, and how long it took, because they first had to essentially train themselves and to start doing this product, but our section just folded and passed on. So that was easier and it was faster. Quite a lot of thought.
We didn't actually know what the others were doing in other departments, but what we focused on just making sure that whatever that we did in our department was perfect, and hoping that the other departments will also focus on what they are doing. And we never even consulted them in terms of asking how you're doing, are you struggling or what, but we're just focusing on our point, because at the end of the day we are being paid for what we do, so we don't really care about what they do, because we don't actually benefit from the surplus that is being made by the company. So we actually focus on the work that we do, and we don't care about other people. As long as I'm getting paid.
We didn't actually know about the wings either. And then
I don't know how the information got to us. I won't reveal the whistleblower. It's a protected space. So I think that helped us a lot because in terms of rejects, we learned very quickly on that we needed wings. And then in terms of the time, that the lag between the beginning of the production process and by the time the intermediary product gets to us before we finish it, I think we had a moment, we didn't actually discuss strategy as to how we will do it, but we sort of looked as in how we will divide the labor amongst us at the final end. But we did have a chance to sort of think about how we will finish the product. So I thought it was sort of an opportunity to get information, amongst ourselves and I suppose in other ways.
So the group before us was very fast with like getting things to us, and we had all these swans in our desk and we were still figuring out which one to do. I was the useless being in the group, unfortunately. But I was the person who was going to deliver there at the front line. It's very difficult to also do something when it's made, because firstly, when it comes to you, you have this expectation of understanding how it came about. But because we were the final station, we had to actually sort out the last part and just get it over and done with. But we had that frustration of saying, yo, how did this come about? We still want to, capture what's going on within this whole product. And you never get that chance to do that. You're expected just to deliver. As for the overseers and the observers, which are like dictators of their own, because of Visa coming to there with power and say, hey, production, I don't understand. You are getting paid more than me and I'm doing all of this work. How can I not be paid more than you? And he's just frustrating me there. Also, if you see the difference within Group 3, all the stations that had 2-2, but when it was Group 3, it was like 3 of us. So that also helps. The more people you have, the more production will take place, obviously.
When we were working there, we were getting pressure, from our monitors that were like telling us, why are you slow, guys? And so we decided to go on a silent protest because of anyway we wanted 50% wage increase, and we started to speak with another department that was next to us, and they expressed the same feelings that we have been working for long hours, more than the plantation workers. They have been working more hours more than the plantation workers in Cuba and in other places. So we deserved at least a better wage increase. Yeah.
Something that I noticed in terms of jobs, right? So, like in the different lines, different people have different responsibilities. So there's someone doing the folding, someone doing the necks, someone doing like making sure the wings are correct. And doesn't that provide some limitation in terms of skills? So, for instance, when that worker leaves that factory and looks for another job, he's got to find a job that matches up with that skill. So whereas in Group 1, they were learning the whole, they had an understanding of the entire process. The other groups only had an understanding of that little component that they were working on. So that means that you're set up to do that job, for your career. I mean, if you're gonna, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think the limitations of that in terms of skills and like further career opportunities is quite limited.
Yes.
We have more.
Yes, we are, man. And Group 2 has
Group 2 has a lot of rejects.
Group 2 has a lot of rejects.